A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. So here's Miami's starting group. The wingmen, it's Hero and Butler. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Jovic in at the 4. And for Brooklyn, they've got Thomas. Bridges out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. Well, it doesn't seem to matter, Brent, who they bring in. Everyone seems to fit in this system in Miami.
Well, their identification process and their scouting, they do a fantastic job of putting guys in here who are hungry to go about their business. So it's a nice mix. You have young guys, you have veterans, and then they have the right star to follow.
Rozier for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And over the course of his career, Rozier has really improved his three-point numbers. That off-season work on the jumper has paid off big time.
Now, here's Thomas. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. Banked in off the glass.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Outside Thomas. Off target with his 3. He'd have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Hero, and there's another one for the Heat.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here's Thomas. Picked by Finney-Smith. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Passes it to Jovic. Back to Butler. Over Bridges. And another basket for Miami.
Assist, Jovic.
And here's Schroeder. Pass to Thomas. From the arc. That doesn't go either for Thomas. For Miami, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. And it's Rozier that time on the assist from Hero. Rozier's got 5 points so far.
He's a competitor. Even amongst the trees, Rozier has such confidence in his ability to finish.
Now here's Schroeder. Inside. Bridges shot. Good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Jovic. And here's Adebayo outside. It's up and it's off the mark. He's over 1. Rozier against Schroeder. Outside Thomas. Schroeder setting the pick for Thomas. It's rebounded by Jovic.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And the basket by Rozier.
Defensively, teams worry about Rozier's speed, so when he pulls up off the bounce, he usually gets a good look.
Bridges outside. Over to the wing.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the defense.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Heat also with the sub. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Rozier. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Finney-Smith passes to Thomas. 5 on the clock. Sinks that one from the post. He has 6. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Leading by 5. Early 2023 saw Cam Thomas just erupt as a scorer, Greg. We were talking about it every game. A guy who was ready to break out.
And, Kevin, I like using the word ready because he was given an opportunity and took it. And he showed us all what a productive machine he could be.
Here's Schroeder. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Schroeder passes to Johnson. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Team seconds.
Well, Cam Johnson's such a deadly three-point shooter. If he's able to get to the line, it could make him an elite scorer.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. Brooklyn making some changes. Trendon Watford's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dennis Schroeder. And he can't hit the second. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
And he nails the third. Miami leading by 5. Outside Butler to the middle. Here's Adebayo. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
Johnson with a screen on Butler. Here's Simmons. Tries again. Outside Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Heat. 1:04 left in the first quarter. Adebayo, that's a 2-pointer. The rebound by Watford.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Count that bucket. Nets trail by 9. Here's Simmons. Off with the layup.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Robinson for 3. Hands it from downtown.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
There's the pass to Jaquez. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so it's the Miami Heat sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And team's cutting back on practices to limit the load on players. And Brent, some say it creates the opposite effect. Players not conditioned to the level they need to be.
You wonder in the next couple years, Kevin, if some of the coaches, just depending on the life cycle of their team, with a team being young as opposed to a team being veteran, that coaches are going to find creative ways to get more practice time in. We know practice time is where teams improve the most.
And Simmons is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Sharp. And it's Watford in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Sharp. Outside for Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot, and the layup is good.
Look at the power Simmons puts behind his drive, making it tough for the defense to stop him.
Outside, Hero. Love inside. No scoring in this one.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Simmons passes to Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Beautiful to see Simmons working in pick and roll session. He just knows when to shoot as well as when to pass to his teammate.
Hero attacking, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And it's Bridges at the elbow. And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
Bridges is shooting a high percentage, and the game really does come naturally to him.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Trendon Watford. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Simmons. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for Kevin Love. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Duncan Robinson. Both free throws good from Bridges.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Martin, that's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And the Heat lead by 12.
Working in close to the rim, Martin knows how to finish strong.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now, in recent years, the league has flattened the lottery odds and created the play-in tournament to keep more teams motivated. Commissioner Adam Silver knows some teams are in a development phase, but doesn't want to see maneuvering for better draft picks. He says teams are smarter, they're creative, and they respond. We move, they move. Kevin?
Just like that. DA, thank you. Back to Rozier. Launches it. And again, Miami with the triple.
And this is why Rozier's out there. He knows he has the trust of his teammates to take that shot.
Bridges sets the screen for Schroeder. Bridges inside. He's covered by Hero. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Bridges. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The offensive rebound outside for Martin. The three drills it from outside. Martin's got the lead up to 14 now for the Heat.
Asserting himself against the defense. Martin drains it.
And the importance of Adebayo to this team cannot be overstated.
Well, what they rely on most, Greg, we know, is the defensive impact he's going to make. So selfless down there to throw his body around, block shots, get out and guard pick and rolls. And he does it so consistently for this squad. He gives them a chance to win every night because Bam's willing to do the dirty work.
Finney Smith finds Johnson. Now here's Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. Schroeder's got his third basket of the night.
Well, not known as an outside shooter, he's definitely working on his three-point accuracy.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Now on the court, Mr. Squad.
Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Heat. Duncan Robinson comes in for Hero. .141 left to play here in the half. Rozier against Schroeder. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half of the game. Passes it to Claxton. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Claxton's got his first basket of the night.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Robinson left side. Lets the three fly. And the Heat, another three.
Now that's his specialty right there. His confidence firing off the catch is remarkable.
Rozier against Schroeder. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
In the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 12 in the game.
And this game has been so smooth for Rozier. He's finding his shots and really taking charge on the floor.
Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Schroeder.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And that one's good by Butler.
I don't think there's a moment on the floor that Jimmy Butler does not feel the utmost confidence.
From deep, Thomas. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Robinson, that's good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Miami ahead. They lead by 18. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. The wingman, it's Hero and Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Jovic in at the power forward position. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. Brent, when you talk about Tyler Hero, this is a guy that looks to get better every single season.
Well, his focus should be just on improving his percentages. You know how versatile he is, but if he's able to become more efficient, wow, look out.
What's up?
That's good from Hero.
And Hero, one of those guys you just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. He does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. The dish now to Bridges, and it's Schroeder in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. The Heat leading by 19 points. Rozier for 3, and again, Miami with the triple.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Hero against Thomas.
Watch the screen.
Looking to get back on track here, and good that time. Thomas got 8. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Down low. The shot's good.
It's good to see Rozier improving as a playmaker. Passes like this help make his guys better players.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. Back to Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Bridges sets the screen for Schroeder. And that one drops. 8 points for him.
Bridges doing a great job of getting on the inside to find a way to score.
Outside Butler. The tray. Sinks the triple.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Let's hear it one time for Brooklyn Nets. Team Hype. Come on.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Schroeder against Rozier. Pass to Thomas. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Rozier, and it's Miami with another.
Encouraging to see Rozier drain that one. You know it has to help his confidence moving forward.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Well, the NBA is investing in Africa with the Basketball Africa League. Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum said right now in Africa, sports is viewed only as competition, not as a business. What we're trying to demonstrate is that if you invest in sports with the young, fast-growing population in Africa, there is a huge opportunity for high returns. Kevin?
Yeah, it looks, DA, like a win-win, and we thank you for your report. That's good from Schroeder.
Schroeder last year accepting his role of coming off the bench and being a scorer, so whatever it is the coaching staff is asking of him, He's willing to do it.
Schroeder hits them both. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Herro from long range. And the Heat, another three.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The one thing about Dennis Schroeder as a point guard that you have to respect is he's fearless about attacking the rim.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. Schroeder hits them both. Miami leading by 22. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Butler goes in. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Forward size with guard handles. Butler showing us how he can manipulate the ball there.
Schroeder. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one's good by Butler.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Thomas finds Claxton. To the paint. Here's Schroeder, and the layup falls. Schroeder's got 19 points.
Watching Schroeder put the team on his back has been entertaining, and he's scoring at a steady clip.
Herro with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Butler on the wing. Over Thomas. Butler, no good. The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Ring shot on the way. Miami grabs the miss. Man, what about Duncan Robinson, Brent, from undrafted to signing a $90 million contract?
Well, that's a nice path to be on, don't you think, Kevin? You got to admire Duncan Robinson taking advantage of his opportunities.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Get loud, fans. On the court, your Hype Squad.
So for the Nets, Sharp checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Trendon Watford comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dennis Schroeder. .122 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simmons. Johnson outside. From outside the arc. And that's collected by Love. And here's Herro. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Robinson kicks to Herro. Fires for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, producing from behind the arc, that is huge stuff from Tyler Herro.
Outside, Simmons. Thomas gets a wide open look, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight. There's 39 seconds left in the third. There's the screen. Throws it up high, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
That is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. Made that one as his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Robinson for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Heat. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We'll return shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The forward spots will be Bridges and Johnson. And Simmons is out there with Lonnie Walker. And it's Watford in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Right against Simmons. Here's Watford. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Simmons. There's the triple. And that's collected by Love.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Love is playing right now with great pace, knowing when to stop quickly and get that shot off.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Watford. And he jams it right over Kevin Love. Wow!
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And Miami has possession. And here's Love for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
He just has such a nice touch for a big man. Love's three-point shooting, a huge part of why he damages defensive schemes.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Johnson for 3. Love grabs the board. The Heat have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Shots good by Hero.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And the amazing moves of Simmons. He's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand. When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Trendon Watford. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Simmons.
Always one of the hardest workers on his team. Jimmy Butler knows how to win.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Nets. This one for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3.
Highsmith's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now Schroeder, the pass to Finney-Smith. Rozier with the steal. Pass to Highsmith. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. Team second.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Schroeder looking over the floor. It's Thomas outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Now you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Claxton finds Bridges. Back to Claxton. Clock at 6. Bridges sets the screen for Schroeder. The baseline J. And he overshot that one, missing. The Heat have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Here's Highsmith. And there's another one for the Heat.
Just more and more comfortable the guys are when Bam has the ball and they cut, they know they're going to get it.
Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Schroeder against Rozier. Outside Thomas. And he hits the jump shot. Thomas got 14 points now in the second half. Here's Rozier. Passes it to Adebayo. Over Claxton. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Rozier. Rozier's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jimmy Butler.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Now off the inbound, and that one's good. Wright's got his first basket.
I don't know why we say this, but big men sharing the ball, we like that. It doesn't matter. Big, small, we'll take a good pass.
Here's Schroeder. Another one falls for Brooklyn. 1:07 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Jaquez. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Net shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Here's Bridges. And it's sent back by Bryant.
All the length of Thomas Bryant involved in that block.
Jaquez with the bucket.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this one.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Schroeder finds Thomas. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 5 to shoot. From down in the low post, it goes.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Mills passes to Bryant. Back to Mills. The three. That's good.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Explosive night for you offensively. You were feeling it out there.
Feeling it and taking rhythm shots. I feel like all shots that I take are going to go in because I'm so used to taking those shots, man. But for my coaches and my teammates, they got the utmost confidence in me shooting whatever shot because they know it's going to be a good one.
It was very good tonight, Mr. Buckets. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Jimmy Butler.